Good day, everyone. Our last topic to discuss today, and a little bit going over assignment 4 and what a lot of people did for their assignment 3, which was well done for the most part for most people. Uh, just quickly talking about assignment 4 to sort things off. I know it's on a lot of people's minds. I've had a lot of questions and some people coming on the Zoom to go over a few things. Um, Obviously, it's your group assignment. It's the major assignment worth the bulk of your grade, and a time to work together to create one large blog post. And if you are still having questions about it, you're more than welcome to contact me on Mattermost, or if you want to discuss things, I'm available on Zoom as well, and email if that works best as well. One thing to just bring attention to is there's been some questions or some people trying to get an understanding of what this idea is of the idea of the learning plan or a project plan. Some people have called it a lesson plan, and that's essentially true in all counts. It is just a plan where you describe how and why you made the project the way it was made. And that's a time where you can discuss specifically some of the multimedia learning theories and practices and concepts. You can work those in there as best you can, and describe how you use them as well as the ones that you did use. And if you're in the education program, this would be a place where if you were connecting it to curricular expectations, you could do that. If you are, is it part of a larger project? Is it something that you're using for a specific purpose, like an assessment? And those of you that are not in the education program, it would be, describing what the purpose is, the point, who the audience might be, what are some of the key takeaways that they need to do, and how have you then created the material to reflect that? How have you shown by using what we learned in 337 how best your learners are going to take that information away with them? So this is something that's kind of gone back and forth with a few different people, and those are sort of descriptors of how you're doing the project. So there's almost two things that are kind of going on here at this point. You're obviously creating the artifact that is going to be used in presenting whatever example of teaching that you've selected. So again, these are all the example topics. Not all of these are associated with education, but then again, there's a lot of students that are not in the education faculty. And then creating the artifact as well as describing how you created it with those theories, with the content, why those things. So yes, you are creating the content, and you're also describing why you did it a certain way, why you used dual coding theory or the like. So that's part of what the bit of confusion has been around. The detail in this sort of 800 words, this is the describing the learning outcomes, the theories, and implemented. That's this section here. And of course, the content is the actual artifact of, it might be videos, it could be screencasts, it will be dynamic content, it could be introducing elements of gamification, it could be prezzies, a number of different things that we've described and discussed. It's not limited to just the things that we've done here, the tools we've learned, and all the sky's the limit really in terms of the tools and how that's put together. Okay, so that's a sort of a long-winded version of going over assignment 4. Please either email me the URL that's based out of your blog, or Mattermost is fine as well, and that's similar to assignment 3. Assignment 3, again, as I said, very much done well for the most part, and people really using what they've learned in class, showing that they've used the theories, describing those theories that they've used and how they've used them. And that's essentially what's happened there, and a chance to rework something that you've already done, critiquing yourself in a way. Last topic, the great educational debate, something that is sort of a basis argument, if you will, within educational technology, and one that will soon be well versed in as well, because this week is a particular deep focus in that. So I quickly just sort of go over the beginning there and what it means to be a lifelong learner, as we all are in this journey, and obviously I wish you the best. But looking directly at the content for the week, the Clark-Kozma debate is something that is very specific to technology. And even though this course obviously uses a lot of technology, the multimedia learning does not necessarily need technology. And that's another thing that we're going to sort of sum up and end with is just some takeaways. And this is a well done interview with one of the proponents, Dr. Richard Clark, describing this important understanding of how multimedia or media is used in education and in learning, and what impacts it does have or does not have. The hands-on activities this week are shorter. Again, the week is a short week, plus you've got your major project due. The last sort of end of the class is sort of a follow-up to that, and then we're looking at some sketchnoting, which is a non-tech version of multimedia, and maybe something that you can take with you in your future learning as you continue as a student here at University of Victoria. And that's kind of the end. We've got a lot of things that are coming due. Assignment 4, of course, the finishing of your assignment 1, which is your weekly blogs. They will be finished. Please select your favorite one you feel that was your best job, and that is the one that I will mark for assignment 1. Assignment 2 is finishing up. You've finished up meeting with your pods, maybe one last meeting, and commenting on those for the last time. Assignment 3 again was due last week, and that's about everything. So in this wild time of the pandemic, I wish you all the best of health and best of luck with your future endeavors, whether it be here as a student with the University of Victoria or whatever life may take you. Thanks again, and all the best. Take care.